Hello, my friends, and welcome back. Thank you very much for being with me again today. Yesterday, and I think some days before that, there were some rumors, and then one of Navalny's associates claimed that Navalny was days from being freed by the Russians. Listen to this, in a Russian swap with the West. So the Russians, according to this guy who knows shit, were swapping Navalny for a hitman, a Russian hitman, who got life in prison in Germany for something. Now, this is what this guy claimed, and I have 5 different media outlets claiming this, right? That, hey, he was about to be freed, but Putin killed him because he didn't want to get him freed. I said, well, I'm not going to make a video on this one because it's too dumb. I mean, it's too obvious, and these guys are just tards. They're just targeting their baboons to keep them, uncertain about, oh yeah, Putin bad, we good, and so on. So I said, it's too retarded. But today, an article came, and some officials said something that contradicted that associate of Navalny. So I said, I think this begs the attention. First, let's discuss if you think and under what kind of rules and laws should Russia swap a Russian citizen, a convict, according to their law, with a Russian hitman from another country. They were going to swap it to some foreigners. Have you ever heard about this? I mean, unless that person is not an asset. Do you think that the Western countries ever did, okay, well, let's get Solzhenitsyn out of Soviet Union and we're going to keep it, we're going to give the Soviets, the Soviets something that they want? No. Solzhenitsyn came to Soviet Union, came to United States of America, he defected and he regretted. Nevertheless, what's going on? And read his the Gulag Archipelago while you are at Alexander Solzhenitsyn. Please do that, because you're going to find some names, some groups that very politically incorrect divulge as evidence. But hey, what do we have here? So first, unless Navalny was a CIA asset or something else working for foreign agencies, which is called, that would be treason, correct? Under any kind of country's laws. Why would the Russians send a Russian citizen over there when this guy, according to their laws, and committed a crime, violated the parole, he's reincarcerated, and he died of natural causes, they say. Why? He was an asset? Only then. All right, he was not an asset, but remember, this guy, associate, comes and says, well, he was about days, but Putin killed him. Why would Putin kill him? Why didn't he do it before, when he was roaming around? I mean, would it have been clearer? Not in his, I keep you here, I want you incarcerated, and I kill you. Why don't you let you go? You go and visit, let's say, Germany, and in Germany, something happens to you. It was not me. It happened in Germany. And by the way, they can use, a German car, for instance, Mercedes, to have an accident, or maybe something from a Hilton hotel. And if from a Hilton hotel, Hilton is not Russian, all right? Or maybe a chuk-chuk, let's say, a Colt. Oh my God, Colt right now is owned by the Czechs. Not good. Oh, maybe you go to something else with Smith & Wesson. Oh, that's American, so it must have been an American hitman. Garbage. Why would you do it now? And why would you do it before you swap him? Why did you agree to that? You could have said, "Niet, off. Go, bye, never." Let me show you these articles here. It's garbage. Not that one, really. Going up instead of down. Alexei Navalny associate claims he was set to be released in prisoner swap before death. And everybody's like, oh, so close. Shut the fuck up. February 26, 2024. So that's one, UPI. Next one, CNN. Again, here it is, 27. This is today. Today, this imbecile Anna Chemova and Sebastian Supapapi, Kupakapa, Jennifer, all these guys worked on this garbage article. Navalny was possibly dazed away from releasing the prisoner swap before his death, Aides says. There she is. Teeth. Look at those teeth. Jesus. Ooh, go. Next one. Politics. Right here from Business Insider. This is from yesterday at 7 a.m., my friends. Navalny was on the verge of being freed in a high-stakes deal with Putin when he suddenly died. His staffers, plural, remember? Here it was singular, and associate, singular. Now we got to plural. Next one. Kiev Independent. Navalny killed to prevent swap. They didn't have to agree. Then would have been prevented right there. With convicted Russian hitman, opposition leaders associate claims. So singular right here. And we go to this one. Ukrainska Pravda. Navalny was to be swapped on eve of his death. Oh man, it was so close. Let's make about 50 movies. Oh, he's not part of the group. Oh my God, then we're gonna make only 1.5. Navalny's associates, plural. Again, this is again Monday from yesterday. Isn't that shame? And we're gonna have now, I'm gonna show you the article that destroys all these imbeciles. Because you have to pick between American officials or Western officials and the associates. One of them is lying, and I'm gonna go back on the associates, all right? Ready? Oh, that again. Ram pam pam. The other one was maggots. Where is it? And I was looking for maggots because in the previous video that I made, I used the maggots, and I want to make sure I'm familiar with that in order to discuss it. The maggots being an eye, unless you are part of the club out there, which I guarantee you you're not, unless you are over there. And you are, but you don't know that you are a maggot. That's a different. Why? We are their maggots. All right, let's go to the article. Where is the article? All right, here is the article. Ram pam boom. Now this is Kiev Independent. Western officials say no Navalny prisoner swap was offered to Russia. You got that? No prisoner swap was offered to Russia. Now who's lying? So, let's see. This is from today at 3:54 a.m. February. So this is from 3:54, so 4 a.m. today, which is Tuesday. And this article, where is that at? I think it was CNN, wasn't it CNN? Yeah, this right here, CNN, rather updated, Tuesday, February 27th, 3:36 a.m. So these guys were like a few minutes apart from telling us that actually someone is lying. Negotiations were in progress, now they say, for a prisoner exchange involving Russian opposition leader Alexei Navalny at the time of his death, but no proposal had been presented to the Kremlin. Two Western officials briefed on the discussions told Politico. What do you mean? So negotiations were in progress. No proposal had been presented to the Kremlin. So how the negotiations were in progress? Hey, we want that. Oh yeah, no. When asked if there were ongoing talks regarding prisoner exchange involving Navalny prior to his death, one Western official said no formal offer has been made. What's over there? No prisoner swap was offered. Yeah, okay. So they were in progress, but he was days, right? He was days from being. Claims he was set to be released in prisoner swap before his death. That's what these guys say. So he was set to be released in a prisoner swap before his death, right there, possibly days away from release, but they didn't make an offer. How could that be days? Again, freed in high-stakes deal, on a verge, right? Again, swap convicted, opposition killed to prevent. You don't have to agree to anything. Now, I don't believe what these guys are saying here, because these guys are sensationalists, and they try to muster certain segments, population segments, empathy, for something that they don't understand. That's the first. Well, 47-year-old guy died. That's very bad, but we don't know the all the information, and with the information that these guys give us, which is we know that guy is bad, therefore there's a connection between that guy and that guy. And they say, well, he was Putin's arch rival. How many percentages he's got, how much support he's got? I'm listening, all right? If that's the case, then what is Trump? Who these guys want to try to imprison him and bar him from running against these imbeciles. Not that Trump will change anything, because the guys in control are behind, and this Trump can bark whatever orders he wants. His administration is going to say, yeah, we're going to do this, Mr. President, we're going to do that, like they did last time. So again, that's why I don't believe when other people came and said, well, they threatened me that if we're going to have a public funeral for Navalny, they will not give me the body and they will just bury it over there in the colony. And they threatened me, and what should we do? And I said, probably that didn't happen. That's what I think. Why? Because they're going to have a public funeral. Oh, you know what? How they're going to interpret that? Not that that particular person lied. They will say, she's brave. No, I don't think so. If the Russians want, they erase all these guys yesterday. If the Russians are the same these guys tell us they are, there will be no Navalny for generations. They will stop that today. If they are the way these guys say, they will take care of mommy, daughter, wife, brother, sisters, if they are the way these guys are telling us. What are you talking about? The grandma will not be talking anymore. The same thing, Putin is crazy, Putin is a madman. Putin wants to attack NATO countries. Haven't you been saying for 2 years straight that Putin is losing in Ukraine? How can he possibly attack NATO if he's losing in Ukraine against only Ukraine? I mean, it's so idiotic. And if he's a madman and he's losing, why didn't he use nuclear weapons so far? Because remember, madmen, crazy people, don't think of consequences. So you can't say the guys around him did not allow him, because we know again from these guys that Putin has total control on everybody's lives. When you do something, he knows, and he's going to punish you like he punished Navalny. I mean, it's so idiotic that it's irritating that these baboons, some of them, are believing this shit. And the fact that this mass media pushes that tells you they're not working for us. I mean, it's so idiotic, illogical. But hey, they don't have logic because they didn't know what the fuck logic was when they were shepherds. They did not know that. They were just shepherds. They didn't know. So they didn't know what the fuck logic was. Logic was made by some other people. Not made. It was not made. It was put together. The principles. It was structured, brought forth, and say, hey, in order to... they didn't know what the fuck... There's so many contradictions in the good book. Because they didn't fucking know what that was. They tried, they tried in 333, wasn't that, in Nietzsche? Put it together based on the Greek knowledge of logic and all that. And they tried, but flimsy motherfucking brains. What do you want? And you can't defend the undefendable anyway. So here we have, my friends, someone is lying. And I'm pretty sure I know exactly who is lying, which is close your eyes and pick. Thank you very much for being with me again today. Stay strong, stay smart, look for the truth, and be just.